What's up everyone, Kawaii here to react to the final episode of Kaiju number 8. Last episode where we left off, yet the Defense Corps has beef with KAFKA after they all saw him turn into a Kaiju. They decided to lock him up and everything, take him into custody, and during which we saw not just KAFKA's comrades saluting him and all that as he's being whisked away, but we also saw Mina, I'm not sure if you call it a heart-to-heart, but that interaction between Mina and KAFKA in the van. And during that scene, KAFKA asks, am I still able to, or like something along the lines of, can I still stand by your side? And Mina replies, yes, I'll always be waiting. Still love that scene. Such a great scene that just further proves that Mina is best girl. Also, we get to see Kikuru's dad again, who is, I would say, one of the main focal points of the last episode, because during the second half, he pulled out these super powered gauntlets that basically give him like Kaiju powers as well, and he just starts squaring up with KAFKA. He just starts wailing hit after hit on him, and these attacks are like super strong. And you can just see like the arena around him, the room that they are in, just keeps getting more and more damaged. And this is all happening in front of scientists and Kikuru herself. And where the last episode left off was KAFKA, despite his best efforts, despite him after using his like Kaiju powers to defend himself, it looks like he loses control of his Kaiju powers, and he just goes full Kaiju. He has completely turned into a Kaiju, and there's not a shred of KAFKA visible. The Kaiju has completely taken control of KAFKA's body. He has no control over his own body. So, yeah, let's see how it all ends. Other than that, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, everyone, here we go. The final episode of Kaiju number 8. And of course, since this is going to be the last episode, I'm going to sit through the OP one last time. OP sounds just as good as I remember it. And not including the time of reincarnated as Slime Season 3. This is going to be the last live reaction of the spring season. There's a lot of talk, a lot of mixed reactions about the visuals on this OP. Me personally, I don't mind it. I mean, it's not like other OPs where it fucking blatantly spoils shit. Damn! My boy Ishikawa, he lifted, he's swole. You see the amount of weights he's lifting? That gotta be at least what? 80 pounds? Sorry, I'm checking my recording. Oh, god damn! Just straight up dislocated his whole... his body. His own body. What? In theory. Across time. So you're telling me that deep down inside he actually cares? Okay. That's the way it should be, yeah. Oh! All this because a bug flew into Kafka's mouth. With no explanation. On the bright side, on the bright side though, I like this new red form we got going on here. God damn. Ooh. Oh my god! What the hell? What? Mina! Damn, big ass blade. I thought she's just an observer. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. Even back then. Cries alongside you. Let me guess, he's not gonna be disposed of. Ah. Entirely predictable result. 200? Oh, no one gives a fuck what you think. Alright, what else do you expect? Yeah, look at you, Kikaru. All giddy and shit. Even though you did absolutely nothing! While you were crying and yelling Kafka's name, Mina was the true one that defended him against all those higher-ups that wanted him dead. Mina's still best girl, that's what I'm basically trying to say. Big problems. Fell asleep while sitting up. Oh, back at the dudes at the defense corps. Not the defense, but the fucking cleanup crew. Through a chess game? Oh boy. Alright, well, that is Kaiju number 8, Season 1. Because, yes, I did see the announcement that Season 2 is coming. So, as usual, I'm going to start off with just my thoughts on this episode, and I'm going to move on. And afterwards, I'm going to move on to what I think about this season as a whole. So, what I think about this episode, overall, it's, well, it was pretty much ended the way I and probably everyone else expected. I mean, I think we all knew that Kafka, despite going berserk and losing control of his kaiju powers, wasn't actually going to kill Kikuru's dad. But I mean, it was still a pretty awesome sequence. We saw him, we saw them going toe to toe. Kafka going in his glowing red form and just wiping the floor with Kikuru's dad, almost and very nearly almost killing him. But then, of course, Kafka managed to gain control back and managed to stop himself. So yeah, good on him. And like I said, it is nice to see Mina defending Kafka against the higher-ups who wanted him dead. That was, so great to see, Mina was always there to support Kafka, despite what some people may believe. And of course, Kafka, we all knew he wasn't gonna... We all knew that despite what the higher-ups may think, he wasn't gonna die. He wasn't gonna get terminated. He was still gonna be in the defense corps. And it should come as no surprise that the defense corps wants to use his kaiju powers for the good of mankind. So yeah, again, overall, decent episode, decent finale, decent segue into the season 2, I guess, in which the Mushroom Head, by the looks of it, is gonna play once again. It seems like he's gonna play a much bigger part in the story, and it looks like he might bring some friends too. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm sure it will be interesting to see where that. I'm sure it will be interesting to see where that goes. As for what I think about this season as a whole, Kaiju's number 8, season 1, it's I don't know. I can't say I'm too crazy about this series. While I did like some things about it, I do like Mina. I do like Mina. I do like the action scenes. I do like some of the other characters. The animation's pretty good. But aside from that, it's kind of a generic shonen, I must say. I mean, really, most of what people talk about is the action scenes. Now, then again, you could probably make the same judgment about many other shonen shows, but I mean, the story isn't all that. I mean, it's about fucking Japan defending itself against monsters. And then some dude getting kaiju powers by a bug flying into his mouth. I mean, well, what kind of complexity or intrigue can you possibly build from that? And speaking of Kafka, let's talk about Kafka himself. See, one of the biggest problems I have with this series is that, from what I can tell, Kafka didn't earn his powers. Like, he just got his powers out of fucking nowhere, and all of a sudden, like, a bug flies into his mouth. And all of a sudden, he gets all these fucking OP powers. Like, why? I mean, sure, you could make the argument that, oh, he does deserve his powers because he's a kind-hearted individual that goes and saves people, and he wants to use his powers for good. But still, it's like, I mean, like, compare him to, like, other shonen, other main characters, other protagonists. Take Tanjiro, for example. Now, a lot of other people they also criticized Demon Slayer for, having not a lot of intrigue and being mostly carried by his animation. Sure, you can make the same argument for that series. But I do like, as a main protagonist, I do like Tanjiro more because from what I can tell, like, he didn't just pull his powers out of nowhere. Or like he didn't pull his sword skills out of nowhere. He doesn't start off as like really incredibly strong right off the bat. He had to train. He had to go through lots of hardships to get to where he's at right now. He had to train with the old man, and now he's training with the Hashiras, and that shit's brutal. And while it may seem like he's passing all those tests with flying colors, you can still see him struggling. Like, you could tell, like, at least where the anime is at right now, like, he still has a lot to learn. And you see his development, and you do see, that's why, at least I feel like, you still see his development through season 1, the movies, and now, through the entertainment district, and now through the arc we're in right now, the Hashira training arc. I do think there is, like, visible development that he goes through, like, character development that he goes through as the show progresses. With KAFKA, on the other hand, he just pretty much starts off as OP right off the bat. Like, all those powers that we see, he already has as soon as the bug flew into his mouth. He didn't. That's why I say that he didn't earn his powers. So yeah, I mean, it's like, it's hard for me to like. It's hard for me to detect any weight in a lot of these scenes when you know that it's just KAFKA already starts off with these powers. So, I mean, to be fair, it is only season 1. And I guess maybe the author thinks that by giving him all these OP powers right off the bat, he'll be allowed to grow in other ways as the series progresses. But I'm struggling to understand what other ways he can grow. I mean, yeah, there's this goal that, he has to earn respect with the other members of the Defense Corps, but still, I mean, I don't know. It's just hard for me to get behind KAFKA as a main protagonist and get behind this series in general. So, yeah, overall, there are some things I like about it, but ultimately, I'm just not too crazy about Kaiju number 8. And I don't know if I'm going to be, to be honest, I do not know if I'm going to be watching the second season. I don't know, maybe my feelings on it will change as time progresses, but I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Kaiju number 8. In the comment section down below. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys next time.